Hello and welcome to a very special, strange edition of the Anfield Boot Room. So I should just explain quickly the last two episodes that I recorded, much to my dismay. I realised they don't have any sound, so I'm going to do a bit of a voice over the blank recording and see if it works to the same effect. So here we the recording's kicking off. The disembodied mouse is moving around, and I was probably telling you that here we are at the Capital One Cup final of the 21-22 season. It's been a very, very successful season for Liverpool so far, as you can probably see. Oh no, that's last season. Sorry, I was trying to review last season, but the thing wasn't letting me for some reason, so I now then bounce around a bit. Right, and it's not at the top there either. It's at the bottom, and then look, I find it. There it is. So the last recording was the Champions League victory over Arsenal, the crowning glory, the overarching aim. 268 game days ago, so quite a while since I last recorded. Much has happened. I hope to catch you up on a lot of it. So yeah, a 4-0 thrashing of Arsenal, absolutely superb. That had been the original point of the whole shebang, with Liverpool getting another league title, getting another Champions League victory, and winning that sort of changed my goal to then be winning everything in one season. I couldn't see why this squad couldn't go from strength to strength, and so that was my newly aligned target. So we'll see obviously how my progress is going. I don't know, I presume at this point I'm just chatting, so I might fast forward it 30 seconds and see what else I'm chatting about. Have I reviewed the season? Oh god, I'm going to bounce back 20 seconds and then hope that I'm reviewing the screen's just off. That's fine. I'm still just chatting away. It's fine. This is going to work as a concept. It will be great. Okay, so we'll review my progress in the Prem later on in the video. For now, there's been obviously a lot of business in the transfer market that you will have missed. So look, as if we are one person, let's review that now. So many players in, many players out, a lot more out than there were in, because I've been trying to, crucially, once I came back to the game, I had a flirtation with FM 2018. It was a big bad word out there, very confusing. And so I kind of thought I'd pop back into see the game that I love, and it just felt right. It felt good. I tried my best in the other game, but I just couldn't understand so much of it. I've become a dinosaur. I'm 27. I can't take on new information. And here I go. So I've spent 33 million on players coming in. There's about 885 million on players coming out. Basically, the point of this, let's have a look at Rightly Bazoa, who is obviously good at Cowan. But yeah, he's a great player. He's a good player. He's a good standard Premier League player. He's gone to Millwall. He's played the whole season. He's done well. But he just wouldn't get a game for me. He just wouldn't get a game. Him, 7.5 million, that is unbelievable. And it's funny how regularly players who get sold by me then instantly fall off a cliff. I mean, I'm happy when they succeed, but when they just this was Lucas Gazeki, who Paris Saint-Germain have actually mugged me off on. They've had me over a barrel there for 800k, and now they've got one of their homegrown players back. But yeah, so we'll see with a few of them how they've just gone on to be good. They are good players. This one, 20 years old, he's had a decent season in the Premier League, a full season as well, which I would never have been able to give him. And I think that's the point. Loyal servant and superb goalkeeper Tim O'Horan. Again, he's gone off to Monaco and had a great season. He's living the vida loca probably out there in Monaco. What a hero. But yeah, it's about clearing the decks, getting everyone who doesn't need to be on the payroll off the payroll, generating income as well. For instance, Carlos Jimenez, I wouldn't have said he was that good, but he's having a good season for Palace, scoring a few goals. On Gabriel Sanchez as well. See, and ideally, he's having a perfect season for Derby, who are doing extraordinarily well for no apparent reason. 5th in the Premier League, absolute outrage. But yeah, I'm maybe not getting the best money for these guys, but the point is they've left the club, and so I don't have to send 200 players out on loan every single season. See, 22.5 million for him, absolute snip. A good all-rounder, but not good enough. And I think that will be the running theme. He's 20 years old. He's a good player, not good enough. 12 million, happy days. He's someone from my youth academy, or kind of via Brondy's youth academy, as in the game automatically puts him into my youth academy, but gives him a history in Brondy. So however much we got for him, that will be pumped straight into those resources. But yeah, clearing the decks. Ricardo Passos. So he's decent. He's okay. Musa Sanogo. He was a wonder kid when I sold him for £3 million. I was like, you're selling a wonder kid for £3 million? But I tried to convert him into a centre defensive midfielder. He wasn't a central defensive midfielder. That's it. So again, maybe not getting the best fees, as you can see here, kind of 8 millions, where these players might be worth a bit more. He's had a great season, Abel Casquech, although he's not Brazilian, so that's not how you would say that. But yeah, Fulham also, absolutely stunning season had by them. They're like 4th in the league or something. So as per usual, loads of loans. Mighty Mouse, one of the originals. He's a good player, isn't he? Oh dear. And he's having a great season in PSG, but he never really, since a while ago, he didn't really get a game. Marciano van der Veen, was that 20 million for him? Yeah, 20 million. That's an absolute. Well, I've stolen their money. My first proper good Chinese player. I mean, he wasn't amazing, but he's pretty good. Was a wonder kid at one point. So yeah, 7 million for him. So all going in the bank, lads. All going in the bank. And big earners have to go as well. So Emre Can, £45 million. He is, of course, having a brilliant season because he is a world-class player. Just a brilliant all-rounder. He was on, I think, more money than that. So Monaco have got him on less wages, which is insane. But yeah, 45 mil. Lovely old job. Tons out on loan, as per usual. A few more to be sold. Joseph Fidalgo. And see, he's on the transfer list now. Even though he's played 3 games, scored 4 goals. But, so bought him for 650k. Got my money back already. Doubled my money with loans. And then sold him for 28 million. That's my kind of business. He's gone out and he's scored wherever he's been, but he's not been anywhere particularly great. And he's fine. He's functional, but not, I have world-class functional players. Tony Sanabria, another disappointing one for me, is as soon as he's gone and got first team football at Bayern, he's done amazingly. Having said that, sold him on a free, 25 million, all good. This is the one I slightly regret. Marcelo, 20 years old, 25 million. The reason why I sold him was he's fairly inconsistent, and he still is fairly inconsistent, but he's a star. He would be a star in the Premier League. And his defensive ability is brilliant. He's an absolutely brilliant natural defender, and he's obviously playing sensationally in Lazio. But yeah, I don't know. He's gone now. Fast Rishi, again another first generation. Signed him when he was like 18 or something. 7 years later, sell him on. Evans Aziz, signed him for $1 million. Got that money back straight away, and sold for 18. Not bad. Probably could have got more if I'd waited and, attracted the interest of PSG or something, but that's not what it's about anymore. Gabriel Barbosa, out for 30 million, so I signed him for 11, which was quite an outlay back in the day, like 8 seasons ago. But yeah, he hasn't played regularly for me for quite some time, so there was no point having him on the on the wage book. Is there a book of wages? I'm not really sure. Yeah, he's another one. He's gone out and not done particularly well, but that's fine. Romagnoli was a loyal servant, unspectacular centre-back, but nevertheless very solid. Federico Di Zan, I mean, technically unbelievable, you can see that, but physically tugboaty. But yeah, 30 million for him was not bad at all. I hope he goes on and has a good career. He did not really serve my purpose. So 30 million for him, brilliant stuff. Flog into the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona. You can see there, I think it's Ibrahim Laurent that's actually then on the transfer list. Yeah, on the transfer list because they bought him for loads of money and they don't like him. Gutting for him, as he's a wonder kid and he's a good player. Although he can play up front, he's got 4 on finishing, so that's not so good. Bought for 1.2, got my money back with loans, sold on for 20. This is why, just, but then that takes a lot of effort, basically. The loaning out, the getting the fees, the, constantly offering and re-offering players until you get the best deal. Kennedy, I love Kennedy, he's really, really great on this game. Obviously in real life he's a bit questionable. Scores wherever he goes there. That is, so he's gone Germany, Italy, France, and now Spain, and he's just scoring wherever he goes because he's a great all-rounder, but not as good as Divock Origi. And he's 35 million, and then I don't have to worry about him anymore, which was kind of the point. Lee Sung-woo, this is a classic bit of Hamburgery business. He's great, by the way. He's good. Signed on a free from Barcelona. And sold back to Barcelona 1 season later for £17 million. Yes, please. Felipe Coutinho, another big sale. Again, very technically able player. Had a bit of a off season, I'd say. Season before last, so he got less prevalent in my mind as a world-class talent, even though he probably is. But 45 million, that's top class. He was on loads of money as well. Jesus Vallejo, again, a lot of money. He's having a great season because he's a good all-round player. He's very solid all-round player. He's not world-class. He's not spectacular. But, goddamn, he's solid. Gowner there for 19 million. That was an absolute steal. I would have sold him for 10. So that's all added up to nearly $1 billion. Previously I got $500 million. And... prior to that, so it's escalating, and that is me clearing the decks, not bringing in as much talent, so 33 million spent, and then flogging off more, so eventually I can come down to a reduced and sustainable squad size. That's the idea. So let's have a little review of the league, because that's what I did next. So the first trophy, there we go, Community Shield, straight in, 4-0, smashed it, mate. Next trophy, European Super Cup, 4-1, smashed it, mate. So that's 2 out of 2 already, very happy. As you can see, so I've been smashing a lot of people, but they're not all like, so that Stoke game, last minute goal from Lionel Messi, after they had a penalty in the 89th minute. I really thought, wow, the league's not going to go my way after that. But yeah, smashed Bremen 6-0. Another last minute goal there, you can see, from Milton to secure that in the Capital One Cup, of course. So pretty consistent, pretty high scoring. Even though I've sold a load of players, I'm hopefully maintaining the excellent standard that I've established. And I think I'd already qualified by that point, so that was a fun game. But the kids were all right. Then won the Club World Championship at a canter because that was easy. So that's 3 out of 3 trophies there. Still very happy. You can see a few little bit like a draw against Man City. Oh, draw against Newcastle. Oh. But here we are. We smashed 6-0 against Derby. Sometimes they just all go in. And the irritating thing is, you'll have the same amount. I will have the same amount of chances in a a 2-1 victory than I will in a 6-0 win. But yeah, as you can see, I haven't lost a game for quite some time. So yeah, the 0-0 draw against Newcastle, I'm hoping that's a bit of a blip, because actually recently the results haven't been that good. 2-0, 2-1, 2-1, 1-0, 0-0. Although one of those was against Barcelona. Andre Ayew is awesome, just as a side tangent. But an away 2-1 win against Barcelona, hopefully that should mean that the second leg I get through, so the Champions League is still on my roster of trophies. I, in my mind, know what happens there. But you know what, I'm just going to keep it to myself. So yeah, a 0-0 draw against Newcastle where they had 0 shots on target. Fantastic. And so with my 23 shots, I got the same number of goals. Fabulous. So yeah, probably good to check in with the Premier League now. So I'm 6 points clear. I've already qualified for the Champions League. 6 points clear with 2 games in hand. Pretty happy with that. The chase impact, so Tottenham is closest. Fulham and Derby obviously doing sensationally on their weird goal differences of -4 and 6, which is, oh my god, -4, how are Derby 5th? But anyway, I've scored a lot of goals, a lot more than anybody else, and conceded far fewer than anybody else. I've not lost yet, although I had an unbeaten season last season, so I'm not too precious about keeping it unbeaten. I just want to win the trophies. Chelsea had a very disappointing season, and as have Man City. They were down there in the kind of above relegation period, but then I think Man City sacked, I think it was Willy Sagnol, and now they've got Lopetegui. Man United have got Pep Guardiola. Everton have got Jurgen Klopp, of course. Any other funny ones? You got Chelsea. You've got Koeman's at Chelsea. Mourinho's at Moneybags Millwall, which is fairly hilarious. Any other funny ones? I think Pochettino is still at Tottenham, and he's the longest serving manager. With me a close second. But yeah, so that's how the league looks. Happy with the 0 games lost, but again, not holding on to that too much. It'd be good to go 2 seasons unbeaten in the league. That would be quite nice. Be quite happy with that. So yeah, I'm not 100% what I would be talking about right now, but let's see how the squad's doing. So we've missed a whole, well, what is it? 2/3 of a season maybe, so it's just the closing third now, but you can see these guys are doing well. I've split it 3 ways through the keepers. The experienced Geronimo Rulli, the emerging Jorn Deckers, who is an intriguing keeper. He looks unbelievable. He plays reasonably well, so these guys say he's world class. He's tough, he's resilient, very determined, loving all that. And then there's the one thing that I'm hoping that I'll get to in the recording very shortly. You look at the coach reviews, right? Sure, yeah, they all like him. They all like him. Apart from, oh, hello, the goalkeeping coach thinks he's inconsistent. Okay, another person thinks he's inconsistent. Another goalkeeping coach, and it's not just a little bit inconsistent. They think he's out and out inconsistent. So I can't quite. Because that's why I didn't buy him in the first place, but I bought him then off the basis of his unbelievable ability. But yeah, you see, if he is in fact inconsistent and most of my coaches aren't seeing it, I'm going to have to rely on little old Wesley, who's great, and I'm just bringing on here really. So, as you can see, some injuries on my big hitters in defence here at the minute. Soul and Adair, George Alagaya, unbelievable at reading the news, unbelievable at defending as well. But yeah, he's one of my top performers. A breakout star has been Ferraroni, who I had in basically just to kind of cover in case other people got injured. Now other people have got injured, he's coming in and covering with aplomb. He's very good at defending, he's very quick, he's very strong. If only he'd be better in the air, then he could join the gang officially, but he can't. Dirty Sanchez, a prospect from Argentina. like him. He's playing well, scoring some goals as well. Emperor Nero developing nicely, 18 years of age, already easily a Premier League quality centre-back, so we'll see what happens with him. Strong Pete as well is another prospect, 6'5", great in the air, great at defending, a little bit slow on the floor, but you know, he'll get there, I'm hoping. And who else in the gang? We've got Ruben Fernando and Emmanuel Mamana. But they're apparently not interesting, so let's not look at them. So, top banana in the defensive midfielders is Wonton Gill. Ton Gillhouse is his full name. Physically unbelievable, defensively great. He's a little yappy dog that runs around tackling everyone, basically. And then he passes the ball to Paul Pogba, who's great, and we know that already. Matthias Kranovita, never regretted signing him for like $7.5 million. He's really good. Guido Hoyos, I'm trying to break him out properly. He was an attacking midfielder. I recreated him as a defensive midfielder. He's good. Ramon Arque, similar, more defensive minded, I'd say, but he's top quality as well. Although obviously can't keep all these guys happy. They're all bloody whinging and all that stuff. Vladimiros has been the breakout star of this season. Centre attacking midfield looks quality. Milton on the left wing has also been brilliant. Lightning fast, technically able. Very, I mean, he got like 16 goals in 22 appearances for England there. Amazing. Sterling still plugging away. The likes of Memphis still plugging away. And all the other guys up there are actually strikers. Odegaard, didn't think he was going to do well, and then I think I do actually go on to look at. I mean, he's really solid, and he's got brilliant mental stats, which is why I like him. He always makes good decisions. I didn't think he was going to be that good, and then he got like 2 of his goals and 2 assists in the first 2 games, and so I thought, oh, maybe I'm wrong about Odegaard, but he's gone on since to be kind of just okay, so that's fine. Young Ali Samir, another breakout season. Physically, he's unbelievable. Christ on a bike. No good at crossing though, so can't play him on the wing, but whatever. Zeluiz is someone I've been cultivating for a while. Good all-round attacker. Has good mental stats as well. He should be world-class. He is consistent. Dutch Dell on the bench, not quite making it. I thought, just looking at him, he's unbelievable. Technically unbelievable. Dribbling, passing, vision, decision-making, composure. He's even got pace and agility, crossing. Like, I don't know how I could not play him, but I'm managing to not play him, basically. And so he will, I mean, fast forward to the future where I actually am, he is so sold. But for a good price, though, so it's fine. Right, and how have the strikers been getting on? Oh, Lionel Messi, 25 appearances, 25 goals. Very nice. He's on the decline, I think. Those mental stats are still obviously unbelievable. But the pace is declining. The finishing even is declining a little bit, and he has retired from international football. But look at that record. Yeah, brilliant, and he's really creative as well. Obviously, wildly creative. So if you play him up front with an absolute battering ram like Divock Origi, who physically is a beast, and other than that is just highly functional. Scoring record for Belgium, obscene. Scoring record for me, also obscene. So yeah, good options up front. Juan Arrilaga, he's good. Scored good goals for us, and then had an absolutely beastly season. 35 goals in 38 games for Burnley, and they finished like 5th or something off the back of that. So Emiliano Heskey, he's one I've been kind of cultivating again for a while, training on that finishing. Basically, he's been training on that finishing for years and years and years, because he's got everything else, but he seems to be getting it now and scoring goals. I mean, he should be scoring headers anyway, because that's unbelievable. But he's always been better at getting assists. So you got 11 assists in 9 games there, 9 assists in 13, and then this is finally the season where he's got more goals than he has assists. So that's you know, a development. I'm not quite sure I can have a top level striker with 11 on finishing, but if you look at all of his other stats, especially his physical stats, you understand why. And also his inconsistency has dropped off his mentality, which is brilliant. Very happy with that. Carlos Baiano, plugging away. He's one of the originals. 14 starts, 16 goals. Can't really knock it. Great all-rounder. Tall Nick is someone who is a freak. 6'7", technical stats of Messi. Yeah, just unbelievable. Heading, long shots, passing, finishing, dribbling, first touch. Mentally, he's not silly. Physically, obviously, jumping 20, so he's 6'7" and he jumps. Strength 19. I'm getting his pace up and his composure. Big matches, fairly consistent. So he should be absolutely smashing it, and he's doing okay. So I don't know. He's really good though, so why not? And Christopher Sid not getting the games he should, because he's potentially a lethal striker. But you know what? There we are. I mean, he's got great heading, great finishing, big matches, consistent. And you know, he's scored wherever he's gone, apart from this season where he's not really played at all. So that is. It makes me a little bit sad, but again, I don't want to waste these people. I don't want to have them just sitting there not doing anything. So, got to flog them. You got to flog them, especially to pay Messi and his, you know, any funds go straight into the Messi coffers to pay his wages and agent and such like. Right, so the game is. We'll get to the game finally. Sorry, guys. The game is the Capital One Cup final. Can I capture my, is it 4th trophy of the season, it being February and all? Yes, 4th trophy of the season. I'm hoping to get the clean sweep. It's a bit of a makeshift defence because I'm lacking Soul and Adair, but Vladimiros has warranted a start in centre attacking midfield, and the rest of the guys, they do. They get on with their stuff. So Chelsea, obviously a good side, not having the best season. Right, so this game, one of the biggest. Now, mate, business as usual. You've got to have passion, something about passion, hard to control. Now, mate, just go for it, get sent off, I don't mind. Well, I mean, as long as we still win. We won the last game 3-0. Well, if we do that again, very good. And we'll make for a good video. So, you know, we've got someone called Frick, who is a real person. I think I actually knew that. Swiss international. They've got some other guys. Otavio, Songhun Min, Afriye Aqua, Radosevic. Basically, it's weird. They've got in... I don't know if they're not interested in this competition, but they've got Hazard and Lukaku on the bench. He's joining Real Madrid. Anyway, I'm going to skip this bit because we don't need to see that. In fact, can I skip again? Oh yeah, just to my team talk. There you are, lads. On you go. People are reasonably happy with that, so it's all good. Right, and so we start off. Have I got? Yeah, got my mouse over there. They're playing it around Courtois, still sticking about at Chelsea. Right, Vladimiros on the ball. Memphis takes a swing, but goes off for a corner. That's one shot already within a minute. If we can keep that going over the 90. Messi with the quality on the cross. No, Tete getting in there, all over him. I once nearly signed Tete on a free on this game, and previously he has worked for me. Oh, this looks like a break, but Alcacer shouldn't have the pace. Otavio might have the pace. Oscar should have had the quality, really, but Raleigh is quality. Right, we should encourage our players to play a short passing. Shut up, Dave Dodds. You don't know anything. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Right, so far from living up to our early promise. It's been 20 minutes and I've done absolutely nothing. Oh, was he offside? No. Okay. Get in there. God, I can't get the cross in there. It hit the corner flag to go out for a throw-in. That's disappointing. God, that was barely worth a highlight, was it? 25 minutes in, we've genuinely not... Oh, Mamana. Towering header. Right, let's see if we can Oh, this looks like a break, and Son Heung-min does have pace. Let's see what 6 can do. Oh, 6 mugged off completely. Rally to the rescue. So Chelsea now have clearly had the better opportunities. And they have a corner, and that's a foul by Quadraphilia. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, this half has been a Kirk failure. Come on. Oh, Origi should have buried that. But yeah, okay, we're working more opportunities now. One-time Gill. Too many long shots from you, mate. I should train you to restrict your long shots, because they're not that good, but you always find opportunity to make them. Right, far from pleased, because my apologies. I mean, this first half has made me yawn, so that's not a good sign. I'm telling them they're crap. They're a little bit sad, but fired up. Looking at subs, shall I make any? Don't know, Messi's not playing well, Origi's not playing well, Memphis not playing well, but they're all world-class big game players. Big game players, that's what's important. So hopefully, go on Vladdy. Hopefully we should be able to work some openings, work some goals. Sterling, do him down the line, mate. Oh, Hannesek got hold of him. Cross it in, someone in the box. No. Oh, they brought Lukaku on. Memphis? No. Oh god. So this is becoming one of those depressing games that, had I not filmed it, we would be 4-3 up. But I filmed it, so you know it's slightly disappointing. But oh, Messi! You can see exactly the sort of opportunity. Oh, great free kick, great save. You can see exactly the sort of opportunities. You know, working the gaps, making the defence panic, slipping the ball through, and then hopefully a good finish. Right, it's come up to 60 minutes. Got to make some changes. Messi, it's got to come off, mate. He's not playing well enough. So taking off the captain and top scorer, Lionel Messi. Standard, mate. Standard. I don't even hesitate with that shit anymore. And then, yeah, Milton straight on for Memphis, who has had some chances but not actually done anything with any of them. So that's fine. Right, here we go. Another good save from Courtois. He is a top-class keeper. Right, let's get more men forward. Let's do it. Oh, yes. Origi. There he is. It's offside. Oh, my God. That would have been a really good time to score. Well, I played myself. Let's go attacking. Let's get more men forward. This is what I'm about. 70 minutes. I don't know if we can make... They've brought on Eden Hazard. They think he's going to make the difference. I think that's nonsense. Sterling. Bayano. No. Nada. Oh dear. They're defending resolutely, it has to be said. Give Chelsea some credit. Courtois has been fairly epic. One last roll of the dice from me, potentially. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I've got to stop yawning. This is 76 minutes and no goals in a cup final. Possibly the worst cup final since that Champions League final where the only highlight was the opposition scoring a goal in like the 85th minute, and it was the worst. Right, I've chose to twist and bring on Toolnik for his lankiness and technical perfection. It's getting to squeaky bum time where the opposition score. Oh, Kenny Tete, 80th, 79th minute. Oh, Hazard cross it. I don't even want to see it. I am angry. Tete now having the game of his bloody life. Oh my god, nearly went top corner. So I've had like double the chances, but they've had more clear cut. 85 minutes. Let's just do it, lads, shall we? How about that? How about use your quality? That's what I'm talking about. So let's get it in. So tall Nick, the 6'7" guy, putting the ball in, to the defender who can't actually head, smacks in a volley past a crouching Courtois in the 90th minute. What a bloody lark. 1-1 going into extra time now in the Capital One Cup final. Ferraro, and he has to be scored. He's to be scored. To be fair, he's scored a few goals now. Tolnik, he should have hit the back of the net. That is an understatement. He should have taken off the back of the net using one of his enormous legs. But it's fine. 1-1. This is like kind of sudden death type stuff. George Alagai has been quality at centre back all day, apart from that time that someone mugged him off. Oh, one-tongue Gill, getting a bit feisty. There you go. Off you go, you absolute mug. Now what? Right, I'm going to keep the centre attacking midfielder because I want to score a goal. So just Pogba holding down the fort with the 3 centre backs. That is, you can't do anything else. Used all 3 subs. So there you are. Unless I put Pogba in centre attacking midfield as well. Just play. And Tolnik's got injured. That's a good sign. He's still whipping in those free kicks though. Why have I put that? He's probably great. He is great at free kicks, to be fair. But you want him on the end. Tete is now their main man through to Lukaku. Someone stop this absolute madness. Tete is again dropping into all the spaces unbelievably. Kenny Tete having the game of his life. Tolnik's hobbling about. It's half time and extra time. We're down to 10 and we've got a hobbling giant. They've gone to an attack. That would have been a brilliant break, but they've gone to an attacking formation, which often bodes well for us because we naturally reside in an attacking formation. So, Castellano, get your act together, mate. You've come on and done nothing. Right, let's see how the next 5 minutes go. Could be the end of my dream to win all of the trophies. Kenny Tete is unbelievable. He's clearly the best player on the pitch. He's not actually. Otherwise, obviously, he would be playing for me. Tolnik uses some of his technical fantasticness. Sterling, do him down the line. Sterling nearly scores from 45 yards out wide. Great stuff. George Alagai stepping in when it's needed most. Don't like this. That's great ball. Castellano, can you? No, you cannot. Oh, my player's absolutely knackered. Pogba. Oh, God's sake. Right, if we could score again in the last minute, that would be an absolute peach of a game. George Alagai. He reads the news. He reads the play with equal ease. Right. Oh God, I hope they don't nick a last minute winner. I'm adding a bit of tension here. Obviously, I've already played this game, so I know they don't nick a last minute winner. There we go. Straight on to penalties. Most of the penalty takers have gone off, so the top 2, also Memphis, and the other guys aren't around. So Tolnik getting in there. Alagai, can he be my guy? Oh, I've got my man Mamana and my guy Alagai. That is quite... I mean, I'm not going to say cool, but... Right, can we put one-tongue Gill on? No, we cannot. He has been sent off, because if he could come back on and take a penalty, that would be funny. Pretty sure you could do that in the old game. Oh no, it was that you could use subs. You could use subs who'd come off to take penalties. And I'm not... that wasn't allowed. That wasn't legal. To be fair, I could have fast-forwarded this, me just picking penalty takers. I've only got 10 players, so hopefully it doesn't go too far into sudden death. But right, you know what, is it exciting to watch penalties? I always, to be honest, when I'm watching it myself, I'll just go to the text screen because I don't want to know how they score or how close it was. I just want to know if they score or not. If I could play this at double speed, I think I probably would. But if we just go forward 30 seconds. Is that too far then? No, it's not too far. We can see George Alagai being Magaya. And if you just see on the side, obviously 18 shots to 10, 5 on target to 5 on target. Unbelievable. And by the end, I did have more clear-cut chances. So I think I'm the worthy winner of this. Obviously, sudden death penalties now. So Sterling notches away the seventh. And the Rully, the penalty saver, the lad, the greatest, the beast. Well done. I'm going to take a team talk now. That was not exactly a great win, not going to lie. Everyone is very happy about it, and they're also knackered. So I'm going to say congrats, or something anyway, something good. I would say I'm far from pleased, but that seems like it might not go down well. It doesn't usually when you've won a cup final and you say you guys are crap. They were though, they were bad. I'm just going to take a quick sip of drink before I lose my voice. There we go. Lovely blackcurrant squash, which someone recently told me was literally the worst thing you can get in a laptop. So yeah, I'm a daredevil. Kenny Tete played out of his skin, but we're still on the losing side because Liverpool are great. Yeah, so that's 4 out of 4 trophies this season remaining. Oh yeah, no, that's an interesting point. Little spores of Liverpool out everywhere. So Catalin Delgado is second top scorer, third top scorer. Tatlot, who's also on loan from Liverpool. These are all my little Bernardo Silva, formerly of this parish. What a great player. Picked him up for 4.6 million, sold him on for 19 million. Hero. But yeah, you just see the kind of the Liverpool alumni are everywhere, and as I'm selling more and more players, increasingly in every league in the whole world, there is someone Liverpool doing something. So Liverpool lift Capital One Cup, yay! And apparently we love the Capital One Cup, famous quadruple. So Capital One Cup, Club World Championship, European Super Cup, and English Community Shield, all the ones that matter, obviously. So I just took a minute to be quite emotional. Tom Nick was hobbling around. What was he hobbling around? Oh, it doesn't matter. He'd been in charge for many years. Many thinking maybe the right time to hand on to someone else. Oh no, not someone else. I'm trying to hand elsewhere. I was going to say, who else? Who else but me could run this empire? Cool. Capital One Cup, big achievement. You've won it multiple times. Yeah. I like it, but the board don't give a monkeys. Yeah, but why not? Let's just say I love it because I won it now. You can't win something and then say you didn't like it. I like how I go towards the negative response, then go back up to the positive response. I suppose when you've won, you do have to sing. Right, guided my team. How will Messi react? Probably well. I mean, he's not going to be miserable. One-time Gill banned. Let's give him a warning because it was only 2 yellows. He didn't do anything egregious. Right, yeah. Capital. The fans are jubilant. Excellent stuff. The board don't give a monkeys. So for winning the Capital One Cup, I got 55% approval. Bearing in mind it starts at 50, so I've picked up that extra precious 5%. For winning a trophy. Absolute madness. Kenny Dalglish has said, good lads, thanks. Everton have sacked Klopp, which is brilliant. Oh, yeah, they've not been that great. So it's worth. So this Unai Emery, Laurent Blanc, Phil Parkinson also likely to be in the mix, according to the script there. Also in the sack race, Pep Guardiola. What's common between Pep Guardiola and Steve Burr? Not much. Yeah, one time ago, accept his warning. Good lad. Good old lad there. Right, so now the game has concluded. Happiness, elation. If I'd lost, I would have had the kind of recovery of looking at some funny names. So, Nang Nang. It's a good start. What the hell? He's Myanmarese or Burmese. I mean, I know it's Myanmar, but Burmese just is easier to say. But yeah, Nang Nang. And he plays for Yadanarbon. Oh, Peniel Eninful. Peniel Eninful. Oh, it's like Penny Dreadful, but kind of different and more Togolese. Alpha Toure, and he plays for Fellow Star, which is even funnier if you give him the nickname Alpha Centauri. Hey, come on guys, come on, get on board, Alpha Centauri. So yeah, I'm hoping he'll pop up at some point playing for like Derby County. Ruben Nankop, if you've got a very enforcement heavy grandmother. Valdemar Mulianessa. Valdemar Mulianessa. What's up? Hi mate, what's your name? Oh, Valdemar Mulianessa. These are all, I think those are just guys that I've signed. Reda Tran was a bit funny. Not that funny. Yeah, there he is. Stefan Mbida Messi. He's like an untidy Italian. He's Mbida Messi. He's Mbida Messi. I do like the trend for Hortwager to just randomly stick legends' names into other people's names. So a name that makes sense for him would be Stefan Mbida. But yeah, just chuck Messi in there. Frank Hasinjara Andrianan Tenaina. Yeah, just call me FHA. So yeah, I'm not going to try and say that name again, but my God, yeah. So he's got to be. What's the nation that always has? Oh, it doesn't matter. He's French. I mean, but I don't think he is French. Dan Cooper Wembangoma. Dan Cooper, such a normal name. I mean, not when you spell it with two N's, but yeah, Dan Cooper Wembangoma. Oh, funny stuff. I do like these. I'm hoping that I'm capturing the vibe of the audience also. Oh, just did a little scroll up. Don't know why. I think I was just checking if I missed any. I don't think I did. Am I going to maybe take a little scroll down now? Not really sure. I do like my funny names there. Oh, was that it? Oh, that was it. You're joking, aren't you? Oh, we must be coming towards the end of the video. Oh, so we are. Blooming heck. So I'm just looking forward to my forward future now, which I will, when I do a voiceover for the next video that didn't record properly, I will be able to shed more light on. But yeah, got the second leg against Barcelona. That's it. The Premier League's treating me nicely. Only tough game really against Tottenham. Yeah, so hopefully this has worked sufficiently. Thanks very much for either bearing with or just listening along. I hope that was enjoyable. The transfer ridiculousness, what was quite a dull game, but I hope maybe there was some tenseness there. And then my funny names, and that brings a close to that. Bye guys.